Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Mystical Awakenings with Deb and Arjay Thursday.
Hi, everybody.
Right here on the best place around, on this planet anyways, KGRK. Hey, Liz, good to see ya. So we thought we'd come on all alone tonight and bring you all up to date on how Michigan UFO Con went, how we're doing, what's happening, and be open to any questions. Hi, Sylvia and Tom. So good to see you all. We had a pretty amazing weekend this past weekend, the Michigan UFO Contact in Houghton Lake, Michigan at the Lakeside Resort and Conference Center.
Yes, we did.
Holy moly, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm still exhausted, as you can probably see. So, good time was had by all. We had some amazing speakers. And I'll tell you the reviews, every year, we put out a survey. And I'll tell you what, I don't think we had one negative comment about anything with the speakers, the way the event went, maybe the hotel, but it's
under new management.
That's a whole different story. But it was remarkable.
Yeah, it seems like every year it's the vibe is different, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, and we don't know what the vibe's going to be, but it takes care of itself. And so this because we have different speakers and different platforms and ideas. So
yeah, we actually had 3 brand new speakers to this conference anyways. Peter Robbins was there, who I've looked up to for many years. He's so knowledgeable. He's been around, he worked with Bud Hopkins years and years ago and has just been in the field for so long,
right,
that he
knows a lot of people.
He knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of details. He just knows so much. I'd love to just examine his brain.
Well, and he's a hoot too.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he's a hoot, and we love him to death. But he did a talk on all these photographs from the Mars and the Moon, and I'll tell you, I didn't know all those existed. I saw some of them, of course, the face on Mars, but he had some that, especially the Moon, that blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. So
yeah, that was pretty remarkable. I mean, you see some of that stuff online, but not like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and he was so cool about the way he did it. He says, "Well, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. You make the call."
Right.
But it was obvious that they weren't natural.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Right. They weren't natural. So
no.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And it was interesting. It's always so different to spend time with some people. We've seen Peter on interviews and
conferences
the place for years, and he's always seemed so serious and so scientific, and which, he is very serious about the whole thing. Ufology is very important to him, but he also has great, fun, loving side that you don't always see.
Right.
And we didn't get to see until we got to finally meet him in person. So, yeah, he was phenomenal.
Well,
Who else?
Well, this year we had a little more Bigfoot stuff going on, speakers. And we had our friend from Canada, Jason Kenzie.
Yeah.
And we had the She Squatchers. And they were amazing too.
Yeah. All of them. And they're all phenomenal people, phenomenal speakers. And, I love Jason's personality. He's funny as all get out, but also very knowledgeable. And it's interesting because when we meet very serious researchers like that, like with Ronnie LeBlanc, these are also the ones that understand the connection or understand that there is a connection. I don't know if any of us really understand what that is, fact-wise, but there is definitely a connection, don't you think, between Bigfoot and extraterrestrials?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I was really impressed. The She Squatchers, they had these pictures of, they found these tracks going up a mountain, let's say a hill, and they were definite tracks. And when they got at the top of the hill, they went around in a circle and just disappeared. Well, they're saying it disappeared because it knows how to open up portals with its frequency, with its voice. Because let's face it, Bigfoot has a very powerful voice, and some of the recordings of them, they're saying all kinds of different things and frequencies, and they've also, they can hurt your brain, if they want to with the frequency. So who knows? Maybe they're opening up portals with these frequencies from their voice and their lung capacity and everything else. So, and that made sense to me. So,
right. Yeah, they said a lot of things that made people go, okay.
And she belongs to a reservation, and that's what they told her too, that it's able to go from here to there under the ground through portals. So,
yeah. So they were, they were a big hit. In the surveys that we put out, we asked, is there anybody you would like to see next year? And they had more than a few.
Yeah.
Not that we're announcing next year. Soon. But that was one of the things that we do need to talk about. We wanted to put it out there for everybody. Aw, thank you, Tom. Yeah. We love doing the Voices of Contact panel. We kind of love doing that show as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty interesting. And also, speaking of the Voices of Contact panel, which, is kind of a thing because, Mary regresses someone every year. And last year we did the panel on the regression that was done live right there. Well, this year, last minute, Mary kind of decided we're going to flip things around. Deb's going to regress me.
It surprised all of us. We didn't know that.
Right. Including me.
Yeah.
But it went really well. It was very nice. Like Mary said, she wanted people to see, she has a lot of experiences herself.
Right.
But she also wanted people to see not only can she do regressions, but she's willing to be in that place as well. So it kind of takes some of the fear out of doing it.
And I'll tell you what, something was channeling through her, or her higher self was coming through and saying some very powerful, amazing things. So
right. Yeah. Once we went really deep and hit the subconscious, it was incredible. I mean, I was in shock
Right.
with the whole thing, but it was very
It's
good.
like somebody just took over, and I mean, it was, it wasn't evasive. It was just the information coming out through Mary was amazing. Yeah.
So anybody, I think everybody here listening tonight, many of you were at the conference. And most of you are not first timers. Some have been to all of them or almost all of them. Yeah. And typically by the end of the conference, we are announcing the details for the next year. And people book their rooms according to the weekend that we have, that we announce, before they even leave the hotel. This year was a little different, and we're still working on things. The Lakeside Resort was sold. It is under new ownership, new management, and we just don't know at this point if it will be there or if it will be somewhere else. Or, we're going to try to keep the weekend about the same time.
But we're, our goal is to keep it there for sure.
Right.
We still have to sit down and talk to them, and as soon as we do, as soon as we hear it, and we'll let you know. So, it's just things are different because new owners, and we have some things to iron out.
We do. Now, Dana was a first-time speaker. She has been on the panels before at Michigan UFO Contact, been very involved, but she has never been a speaker there. And this year, she was also a speaker, as well as on the Voices of Contact panel. Yeah. And she was another favorite. In fact, I think just about everybody this year were favorites by some.
Yeah.
So, it was a very powerful, impactful conference.
Now, what was amazing, Tim asked how many new people, first time, attendees. And I think 3/4 of the crowd raised their hand. Well, maybe half.
Yeah. I don't think there were, I would say probably 30 or 40.
Okay. It just seemed like it was a lot. It was a lot to me. I mean, I saw a lot of hands go up. So that was pretty amazing.
Yep.
And
glad you liked it, Terry. And there's Mama Mary. We just talked about you. Hi, Mary. And Tom, yes, Dana does always bring a lot of joy.
Yeah. Now let's talk about
their faces.
What you and Mama Mary did.
Well, with the DNA activation, we, Mary kind of had this huge download that she needed to learn the alien DNA activation, and contacted me, and we both did a lot of studying, took the classes, all of that. And we've been doing some Zoom classes. Boy, if we're going to be at Michigan UFO Contact with all these people that would be interested, we need to offer it. And it was, it was a little tricky because to try to take time to do something like that. So it was during lunch. Sorry, everybody. But we did do that, and it was very phenomenal. I don't know if anybody here took that one. Typically a class is a lot longer, like days. This was like things crammed into an hour where we, most of the people signed up ahead of time, had already did a lot of reading, did some meditations,
took a test,
took the quiz, learned some about the different beings. So we talked about some of that there quickly, and then we used meditation and frequency and all of that, and then did the activation itself for about 40 people, I think. And it was very, I'll tell you what, I was like vibrating. I could feel like bubbles in my body and vibrating the rest of the weekend after that.
I think Sylvia had the same experience, right, Sylvia? Or no, excuse me, Sylvia. I was Terry.
Was it Terry?
Yeah, it was Terry.
Ah, yeah.
Terry was she was vibrating off the charts too. I don't.
Well, it's, you raise those vibrations,
Yeah.
and we use the chakra singing bowls.
Yep.
So when you have that frequency
Right.
along with all of the other, it's powerful, very, very powerful. So I will, Mary, can I let them know we have other things in the works? There will be new classes coming up as well as the DNA activation. That's all I'm going to put out there. So there's more coming up. Hi, Jonathan. We love you too. So good to see everybody. So did we have any other new speakers? Bill Konklowski.
We had, well, no, Deb
Was
Cobble
not new.
returned, and let's see.
Yeah, Bill has been with us every year.
Right.
Deb Cobble has
Yeah.
been with us.
Couple of years.
This is 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, true.
Cheryl Carter, this was her second time.
Right.
Yeah, it was just, it was so crazy. Okay, so I'm trying to see what Terry is saying. Hey, Terry, I've been there from the beginning. Yes, you have to say that it gets better every year. Aw, thank you. Thank you. And I can tell you it's a lot of work, but as far as who is supposed to be there speaking and all of that, a lot of that really doesn't come from us.
Right.
I mean, we put thoughts out there, but it's like we just know certain people have to be contacted. Every year, I believe that whoever is supposed to be there is there.
Right.
Jonathan, I wish you were there too.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Next year.
It was fantastic. Yeah, there's always next year. And as soon as we figure out what the heck we're doing, where we're doing it, we will certainly let everybody know.
And I was talking to Michael Carter today, Reverend Carter, and he said, I asked him, are you going to be there next year? He said, absolutely, if I can, I will be there.
If I can.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say definite because you don't know what's going to come up. But because we had to change the time, the date to the 4th weekend in September, he couldn't make it because he was thinking it's going to be the 3rd weekend. So anyway, we're working on that.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to be there. Hi, Aaron. Aw.
Thank you, Aaron. Yeah.
We'll get you in there next year too, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron was the first timer. Aaron came and actually volunteered and helped sell tickets and whatever was needed. I
want to give a big shout out to all our helpers too.
Oh my gosh.
The family and then our friends. And
yep. My daughter and granddaughter and their significant others. The 4 of them come every year. For about the past 4 years, 5 years. And they are humongous help. We couldn't do it without literally all of the volunteers that come. Everybody that helps us. There's no way. This is not
Tiffany's, Marie, and Stephanie.
Yep. We couldn't do it without them. We really couldn't. It takes an army to put something like that together.
And of course, Mike Smith is always our big helper.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes sure everything's run smooth.
Mike is, even though he's a Virgo, he's the calm to my storm.
We are born on the same day. What do you mean by that?
Oh my God. I know. That's, I never had Virgos in my life.
September 16th, Mike and I.
I marry you, and then, it was only I think that same year we started UFO contact,
Right.
and they made me bring Mike in, but he literally is the calm to my storm. So he just tells me, "Okay, done. Put it to bed."
Yep.
Or he'll give me the look across the room, and I just know. So
Well, there's more Virgos in it.
yeah, Lee is the 16th as well.
Oh,
Couldn't
really?
believe it when she told me that.
Wow.
And I love Lee. It's like, why am I suddenly in this phase of my life?
Lovely.
Lovely. You're lovely, Lee.
Lovely. Lee.
Yeah.
There's
got to be a reason for it.
Well, there's more Virgos in the other sign because in the wintertime,
Right, but
people get together.
I'm not young, and I've never had Virgos in my life before. And suddenly I have all these Virgos that, they're wonderful people, but for a Taurus, it's interesting. Yeah. Sagittarius, I've had all my life. My mom's a Sagittarius, or was, and my sister, and some other people. So
You're my first Taurus.
Yeah. Well, we each other's per something, right? So I made a post yesterday, and I just want to talk for a moment about this, asking who stayed in room 101 at the lakeside over the weekend. And of course, everybody was, what happened? What happened? What happened? So I just want to explain that, it's like a huge portal here in Houghton Lake. Things get a little crazy. We have the two ley lines that cross through there. The hotel itself is very spirited, if you know what I mean. There are some people without physical bodies that like to hang out there. Oh dear. And it was so very active all weekend.
Especially a little kid.
She was really big, but she loves all the attention, and she loves it when people are there having fun.
So are you going to mention the fact that after we all left, people were saying they're having spiritual activity there?
Well, even while we were there,
Right.
I mean, we were there, some of the speakers came in Thursday, or all of them. By Friday morning, I was already getting the stories of different things happening. I mean, a lot of stories. Now, typically, the room 101 and that whole area is very highly active. The most active in the whole place. This year, there was just a lot of weirdness. So I'm going to explain just a little bit, because we are still trying to figure it all out. So the room was booked quite a while ago. I've had the list of who's in what room and all of that printed out right from the hotel for months. I can tell you, months ago, this one person in particular, her name was on that room, booked for 3 nights, room 101. Well, apparently she wasn't. She was in a totally different room with other people. Her name wasn't even on that room as the person to book it.
On the second room.
On the second room.
Yeah.
What her name was on the first room.
Right.
This is someone I know well. She didn't even book a room this year because she knew that, they were all going to be in a room together. But she got a phone call saying, your card was denied or whatever. Well, apparently somebody stayed in that room. We cannot find out who. The only name that was on that room was this person, who I will not mention her name, but she never booked a room.
Now, are the odd numbers on the lakeside or even numbers?
It was not Lakeside.
Okay, it was right across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right across from Andrea, where she stayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's just a lot of mystery of who did stay in that room. How did her name get on that room when she never even called to reserve a room? Somebody stayed there. Somebody slept in the bed there. But nobody, including the hotel, knows who. Is this interesting? Yes. But do crazy things happen in this place? All the time, every single year. We've done many shows with Andrea where she has said, that place is crazy. It's like you don't know where you're at. You cannot. It's hard to stay in the third dimension. You'll go in the elevator, and there's always different sightings in the elevators. I'm not trying to scare anyone off, but
it's not scary. It's just
you come out of the elevator, and it's like you don't know where you're at. Sometimes it's confusing. It's hard to stay in the third dimension. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, we've told the story many times, but for the first timers,
Wait.
Okay.
Our mic was muted. I don't know how that happened. See?
So the first year we had the event, we had Nick Redfern talking about Men in Black. And these two Men in Black came in. I'm telling you, everybody saw them, sat in the front row. They had long coats on, and nobody knows how they got in there.
Hats, sunglasses.
It's kind of like this,
Yeah.
And they sat in the front row while he was doing his speech on the Men in Black. And then Nick saw him too.
Well, Nick, actually, I felt really bad for Nick because
he freaked out.
You could see the color just drain from his face.
Yeah.
I mean, he turned pure white and stumbled a bit. It was hard for him to contain himself and go on with the talk because,
like I said, nobody saw him come in. Our people at the desk outside, at the tables, didn't see him come in. And nobody saw him leave. Nobody remembers them leaving and getting up and walking out. So
I wish we knew if they were in room 101. No, they weren't staying in the hotel. They didn't, like RJ said, they didn't come in through the doors because we have ticket people at the doors. Nobody in the lobby had seen them enter the hotel. When Nick was done talking, the whole crowd stood up to walk out, and nobody saw them again. They didn't go out the doors.
But then Nick approached us, right?
Yeah.
So did you see those two guys in the front row?
Yeah. Everybody was a little bit freaked out.
Yeah. I said, yeah, I saw them. They were about the same height. They were kind of tall. Mm-hmm. And they had long coats on, like trench coats, whatever. Dusters or something like that, but It was weird.
Yes, it was. So many of you were there. If you had something happen, go ahead and type it and we'll put it up, talk about it. Sylvia said that they felt someone in their room for a minute. They were on the third floor. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So I just want to say it doesn't matter where you're at, doesn't matter the floor you're on. The lower numbers do seem to get a little more activity, but it really, honestly, it doesn't matter where you are, it's active. And there's more than one spirit there. So yeah. We got a lot of reports of third floor. Yeah. I don't know why third floor was so busy. Now a photo came through today.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Val, take the picture, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention Val helping us out.
Oh yes,
God,
Val.
she was our
She is my flipping right hand.
she was the vendor lady.
Yep. Vendor coordinator.
Coordinator. Yeah.
This year, RJ really had to take it easy. It was 2 weeks after surgery, and he's still recovering. So I'm super, super, super grateful to Val and all who stepped in. Yeah, no way could we do it without him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so tell them about this photo, because I know you had more time to deal with that today than I did.
Well, we have a chat, the Voices of Contact. It was just the 5 of us, and we send stuff to each other and things that we're researching, and we send pictures and videos and stuff like that. Well, the first time we saw this was today, that Dana had put on there a picture that Val took. She outside looking up at the 3rd floor at night, and I'm telling you right now, these height, they're weird. I mean, the one looks like a very thin person with maybe a wizard hat on or a witch hat on or something. That's
Well,
what
it looked like the head kind of, like the face went out, but then there was something on the back as well.
Yeah. Deb Caldwell said it was a mantis.
It looked like it could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it put me in mind of
Yeah.
the head of a mantis being.
And right next to that room on the balcony there, or through the glass, was a picture of something or someone, but the legs were really weird. And we don't have that picture, do we? It's on our chat.
Yeah, it's somewhere, but I don't have it on downloaded here, so I could bring it up. Turn it.
We'll try to get that out to you guys. But
yeah,
definitely just very, very strange. I mean, it didn't look like they were human, or if they were spirit or something like that.
Yeah, that was wild. So Terry says, Candace, Karen, and I were talking in our room at night. All of a sudden, I started seeing so many white light twinkling on the ceiling, like stars in the sky. It was unbelievable. Wow. So that makes me wonder, was that you hear a lot about the orbs, or was it spirit? Was it, interdimensional? Was it otherworldly?
I was seeing that outside in the sky. There's little sparks everywhere.
A lot of people have been showing me photos, and the skies were
very active.
Amazing. There were so many things caught on photos.
I don't know what that gal's name was, but she was taking pictures out there, and she had a picture of a full-bodied mantis. She also had a picture of it looked like, she called it Jesus, meaning it could be passed off as a picture of Jesus in the sky. I said, "Oh, they're having fun with us tonight." And just amazing plasma, all kinds of cool things that are out there. So
yeah, there was a lot. Hi, Emily. We already talked about it, so you can listen back to the show after we're done.
I can make it real quick. Nobody knows who stayed in room 101. It was charged to another lady who never rented it out, and we still don't know to this day who was in that room, and the hotel doesn't know who was in that room. So there you go.
Well, someone made a good point that maybe they were in room, maybe it was the men in black. Maybe they were back and not showing themselves, and they stayed in 101.
Right.
Who knows? Who knows? But there's a lot of strangeness, a lot of mystery. That's not new for this place, and that's one of the reasons that we love to have it there, because it's open. There's a lot of contact, a lot of things seen in the sky from there.
It's a good idea, Sylvia.
Oh, Yeah, that is a good idea, Sylvia. I just need to find someone that will do it because I don't have time. I would love that. And then everybody could just, yeah, maybe that would be something we could put up on Facebook or something. I don't know. I do want to give a shout out to Ray, to Goose, Cryptic Paranormal.
Absolutely.
It was his first year coming. We've known him for a while and love Ray. He's a dear, beautiful, sweet soul. But he did so many interviews. It was wild. And he put them all on the Michigan UFO contact page, I believe, on Facebook. So I know he interviewed you. He interviewed Andrea. He may have even recorded the regression.
Yeah.
Well,
he did a lot of recording, a lot of filming, and so.
Yeah, so those would be good. I mean, they're on the page, but it'd be nice to have one spot where we have all of that stuff.
Right.
Just for memory's sake. So, what do you think? How are we doing on time here? We're doing really good. We did get word we have to bail just like 4 minutes early tonight. There's some stuff going on. The next show is going to be amazing. I don't want to give it away, but stay tuned into KGRA if you can, because it's going to be another
new show, with some cool people.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's new. I don't know if it's that, if he's being interviewed. I guess I didn't get all the details.
Yeah, I didn't get all the details, but so.
That is a very good point. Emily, very good point.
Well, listen, we put on a UFO conference, and we've been told by many people that we're being watched, and absolutely we're going to be watched. We get that because they want to know if we have any secrets, if we have any different stuff going on, and it's a threat to national security. No, we just do this to help people, especially experiencers, get their story out, and because we said we're going to be the disclosures, people talking about it. So, but they're definitely there. They're definitely there.
Yeah. So good point.
They probably watch all of our probably to hack into our computers and know everything we do, and so
it's not too hard to do. I'm not techie, so I don't know.
But the government does it. The military does it too.
Okay, so UAP Crossfire. So it's not new. Jennifer Stein and Travis Walton. Shows began airing for a few years. Oh, been airing for a few years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just the Travis Walton that threw Arjay on thinking it might be a new show.
All right.
So, yay. Thank you for that, Bill. I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. Travis Walton, I'll tell you what, I met him, I think in 2014. And he stole my heart. He's down to earth, real sweet, wonderful person. And it was interesting because at that time I hadn't come to grips with being an experiencer. I just thought I was a crazy woman, which I can't deny. But in talking to Travis, as he was telling his story, he got very emotional. And I thought, man, this happened so many years ago. Why is he so emotional? It just didn't make a lot of sense to me until I had my own experience that I couldn't deny and realized that, it doesn't matter if it's a spiritual experience or any kind of experience. When you realize that you've had direct contact, and they've taken you without permission, as Dana would say, it's traumatic. It's very traumatic. And, I think Travis is one of the bigger pushes to me to speak out, to move forward with having a platform for people, experiencers, to talk.
Well, and I don't know if this is true or not, but when I watched the movie
Fire in the Sky,
Fire in the Sky, it seems to me that Travis accidentally woke up when he wasn't supposed to and freaked out, and they couldn't control him. He wanted out of there. So imagine waking up and they're doing experiments on you or whatever they're doing. So I think he woke up and wasn't supposed to, and all hell broke loose after that. So, and they dropped him off somewhere.
Yeah. Very traumatic. And he was gone for days.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just, my last experience, an hour and 9 minutes. But that was so impactful. I can't imagine being gone for days.
And everything he went through, the town and the police and everything, all the lie detectors and, what he had to go through and what did he have to gain from it?
And he's still going through.
Yeah, everything is lose. And so, but,
yeah,
he passed all the lie detectors and still got ridiculed. I mean,
yeah.
It was, 73 that happened?
Yeah.
I think it was the year I graduated, yeah. 74, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a traumatic thing to go through. And yeah, I mean, if you know people that have been through it or you have been through it, just, be open, listen. And I can say we are probably the only event that is
Dedicated
for the experiencers, put on by experiencers. Michigan UFO Contact is not about, okay, so who's the biggest celebrities that we can get? We want people that people are going to spend a lot of money to come and see, and they do. We want people there who are there for the people, to bring information, to be open to talking, to be understanding and not critical, and to be able to look people in the eye and say, I believe you. I understand. So that's nothing.
All right. Hi, Bill.
I'm listening.
Sure.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for clearing that up for us.
Yeah. I've known Travis a long time personally.
Yeah.
He's actually stayed over my home.
Oh, nice.
Oh
yeah. He calls me his assistant.
I love it.
But I am 100% behind his account.
All right.
He doesn't like the way Hollywood, and trust me, Tracy Torme did his best. It was the execs at the movie production company that said, we're going to make it more Hollywood.
Right.
Of course.
He's ever liked what the scene was in the craft.
Okay.
That's one of his major things about Fire in the Sky.
Right.
But he is one of them. When you meet him and you get to know him, he's very quiet when he doesn't know you. But once he's comfortable around you, that's when he opens up and he's very talkative.
Right.
And I had a lot of down-to-earth conversations with him. And I can't tell you how much I admire and I love that man.
Right.
So
It's
maybe
phenomenal.
in the future you could get him over to there, to Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like Andrea Perron, in The Conjuring, they were very upset with the first movie, and a lot of that stuff they said didn't happen. So it's Hollywood,
It's Hollywood,
like you said.
Yeah. We would actually love to have Travis. I've tried to contact Travis.
I will.
Now that I know you're buddies with him, I know how to contact him.
Not a problem. To be honest, it's not a problem. Okay. I want to show the folks, though, why, this is kind of a thing going on right now, because this is happening in a couple of weeks, the Skyfire Summit.
Ooh.
Who's that at?
This is in Sedona, Arizona.
Oh,
So
Beautiful.
he'll be there, Ron James. I met every one of them. Melinda, Leslie, Donald Schmidt. I call him the best dressed man in ufology because that's a person, like a private joke between us. Of course, from Ancient Aliens, David Childress,
Mhm.
and of course Travis and Jennifer Stein, who is a remarkable filmmaker and researcher. Her thing was crop circles. She did extensive research on crop circles. So, yeah, this is October 17th through the 20th. If you go to sedonamufon.org, you'll find more information there.
are you going?
The way I work, I wish I could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't take a day, let alone a week, to travel and do all that stuff. You offered me to go there.
Right.
It's just so difficult for me.
Well, I'll just get the hippie bus and we'll head out there.
We only got like 4 minutes, but I want to tell you a quick story. Last year, Travis was at Pine Bush, so we're in a restaurant right next to the museum, Pine Bush Museum. And we're sitting there, and the waitress comes along. Did you guys go to the UFO conference last night? I heard Travis Walton was there and all that. So,
Oh, wow.
I said, no, yeah, we were there. It was great. Travis was great. Kathleen Martin, blah, blah, blah. Did you ever see Fire in the Sky? No, but I'm going to go home and see it with my kids. It's all about him. So Travis is sitting there like he knows what I'm doing, like he's going along with it. And then I said, well, guess what? That's Travis Walton sitting right there. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Taking selfies. I wish I would have got that whole thing on like
That's funny.
social media. It would have got so many clicks. It would have
Yeah. But it's something you'll never forget.
Yeah. So again, when you get to know him, he is one of those people that talks to everybody.
Right.
Mhm.
But he's soft spoken, so
Yes.
you just got to be mindful of that. But he will also. He's one of those people that will take the time to talk to everyone. Another one that's really great is Mark D'Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He is so engaging. He's funny. He's smart. He puts on a great presentation.
Yep.
With, based on not just astronomy, but UFOs and everything else. He's had personal experience. So, yeah. There's plenty of people out there that you guys.
Yeah.
Because you said it's about people that connect with the audience and connect with the community. They are true examples of that. There are quite a few like that,
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I understand exactly what you're saying about it, because it's all about the people. It really is all, and the connections.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we had Kathleen Martin there for a few years, and would love to bring her
She's
back.
awesome. I love her.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. But it's like, you guys know this. How many people come up to you? They come up to me at Pine Bush and tell you about their experiences, their sightings, their accounts, all that.
Right.
And you listen to them, because if you didn't, when you talk about your own personal experience, you'd be a hypocrite to say yours and not listen to others.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. So, it's great to make that connection, especially in these times, because people need that.
They do.
Community.
Yeah.
And cult of personality or cult of community, a community.
Because we're talking millions worldwide that had the experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Look,
and so many have been traumatized by them.
And we got like a minute, but look what goes out at the hearing, and we're supposed to believe everything they say without any evidence to back it up. What makes them any different from anybody else who's had an experience the same way?
Exactly.
None.
Exactly.
Because they have credibility. They've been in some kind of role. To me, that's BS. Because unless they prevent evidence, they're just like everybody else, just telling us all a story. Everybody's got one. We all do.
Amen.
So we're just as equal as they are, on the same footing.
Right.
So
that's the way I look at it.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm done.
Totally.
Thanks for that, Bill.
Yes. Thank you, Bill. It looks like we are about out of time here, because we got to get Travis Walton on. I can't wait for the next show, UAP Crossfire. Looking forward to it. So everybody tune in. Everybody have a fantastic week. All of you that came, thank you for being there with us. We love you all. And just keep having a wonderful week. The weekend's coming. And when we meet again, let me know that all of your awakenings have been mystical.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you both and everyone else too.
Love you.
Love you too.
Good night.
Love all of you guys. Thank you.